everyone, and welcome to Dice or Roll, the Queerest Pathfinder Podcast on Planet, which are questions like, what's the magic equivalent of cryptocurrency?
Oh god. What's the most useless magic ever?
I don't know. I feel like all of the magic that we have is useful.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like trading original, not holograms, but like original illusions of an of an item.
I'd like to propose wizard cards.
Wizard cards.
Now, please, I'm begging you to explain that to me.
Wizard cards are cards that wizards receive during their schooling that have the wizard stats on them, and it's like Pokemon but with wizards and in real life. And every wizard in the world has their own wizard cards, multiple of them.
Okay, and question. Who is it that assigns to wizard cards? Is it their, like, teachers?
Mr. Card, the wizard.
Okay, and how does he just go from place to place assessing their abilities and, like, you know, giving them cards based on how good they are at magic?
I think that you get randomly assigned a card, and you get randomly assigned stats.
Oh, so, like, it doesn't matter how good you are at magic?
Yeah. You just have to be lucky.
I thought you were, like, proposing that the cryptocurrency of Galarian was fucking wizard report cards, and I was about to lose my whole fucking shit.
Not report cards, but it's like, I don't know, what, like, bored wizards at school do.
Okay, and is there only one card for each? Like, is there, like, multiple cards of each wizard, or is it, like, one wizard, one card?
There's, like, multiple cards of each wizard.
Okay, but is there, like, a limited supply? Because if there's not, then you are fundamentally...
There's a limited supply.
Yeah, okay.
We're not working with the presses here. This is... I think that the more powerful of a wizard you are, the, like, cooler and shinier your card is, but you can't have that many cool and shiny cards.
Damn, it really is like the Pokemon cards.
Yeah. Unfortunately, are Pokemon cards cryptocurrency?
Yeah, a little bit.
Does that mean people are cutting in half cryptocurrency?
Do people cut Pokemon cards in half?
Yeah.
Dude.
What? Why would you do that?
Right.
For fun.
What?
Yeah, people do them for streams. Like, they put the scissors against, like, the closed pack. Like, do I open it? Do I cut it?
Oh my god, what?
Ugh.
Yeah.
It sounds disgusting.
No! No! Oh my god, that's the scariest shit! No!
It was on TikTok like a long time ago, like a while ago, maybe a few months ago. I don't know.
That is the most frightening thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
If anyone would like to create a wizard card for Silk, I'd love to see your interpretation.
You want your Silk Bitcoin now? Where's my Silk NFT?
We need a holo card. We're also gonna need like the plain ones, the ones that are the common ones.
Yeah, the common ones are him all like stinking and sopping wet from his many mistakes.
He would never let those be the common ones.
Well, see, that's because you don't want the common ones. You want to get rid of those. What you want is the super expensive, rare ones where he's like...
The Silk 10-up card.
He's tastefully new, right?
Yeah. He's got his Astronomicon in front of his bits.
Yeah, he's like lounging and stuff. Jesus Christ, we can't let this exist because Alrik would die.
What do you mean Alrik has that card?
Okay.
I hate this idea so bad.
Do we want to play some Pathfinder?
Let's never talk about wizard cards ever again.
You know that the audience is gonna bring it back up. It'll be a few months from now. We'll forget about this conversation, and then the episode will come out.
And then I'll kill myself.
The audience goes crazy anytime wizards are brought up. Do you guys remember Wizardy? I remember Wizardy.
I went crazy when Wizardy was brought up. I love Wizardy.
Of course you remember Wizardy.
I hope he's doing well. He might have thought Clara John died off screen.
That's Silk's dad.
God.
Okay. Do we want to play some Pathfinder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only if there's gonna be wizards though.
Good news. There could be multiple wizards. Who's to say?
There might even be one under my nose.
/ threatening. When we last left our heroes in the Abomination vaults, the Fogfen Few took part in a double date. Meeting with Evanwer Cancelier in the Otari fishery, the four lonely hearts shared a totally platonic dinner with one another. After said dinner, Silk and Alrik returned home with one another and exchanged some interesting words. Meanwhile, Fiore and Evanwer, when they were going back to Fiore's home, spotted Carmen Rajani, seemingly drunk, outside the temple, staring at it. With no answers to this mysterious incident, our heroes met up the next day and returned into the Abomination vaults. They uncovered traps left by ghouls, met with Otari Ilvashti's ghost, and learned of a mysterious person who'd come deep into the vaults, a dwarf who had intended on being a man's apprentice. What you must assume is the missing Lasda Venkervale, who went missing mere months ago. As our heroes ventured deeper into the vaults, they came across a shrine to the dread god Nimbalot, from which crawling hands and flicker wisps surged forward, reaching towards our heroes, ready to bring them to the seven-handed god of oblivion. Now, everyone, are you ready to hop into a character, hop into initiative?
I kind of don't want to hop to initiative, but I don't really have a choice.
You don't have a choice. There's hands crawling towards you.
I would like there not to be.
Well, life's tragic.
Well, unfortunately.
It's working. So, top of the order is gonna be one of the crawling hands. The crawling hand that's closest to you, which got a nat 20 to initiative. Uh-oh.
Bitch.
Why?
This hand is absolutely fucking furious. It has like a bangle around its wrist, and like a ring around its finger. This isn't like a large thing, by the way. Like, this is a human hand that is crawling towards you. It is a mottled blue, and you can see bits of bone sticking out at the wrist. And
Gross.
It is going to lurch forward. And it's going to start by running up to you, Silk. So it spends one action running up to you, spends another action trying to crawl up you and go to your throat. That is a hit. 21. It is then going to damage you. Sorry.
Okay.
And that's going to be 5 damage to you. It has now marked you as its quarry.
You know what? Just to be annoying, you said lurch earlier. Actually, I think you mean thing. That's the wrong fucking member of the Addams family, you piece of shit.
I didn't... Fine. It tings
I know.
forward. Are you happy
I know,
now?
that's why I'm being annoying, because I know you didn't mean it like that.
Well, you know what? Just for that, it's going to try choke you. That is going to...
Oh, hello, wait.
It's not. It reconsiders.
No.
That is a 14 against your Fortitude DC.
My Fortitude DC, that's miss.
Okay, so what happens is the hand is crawling up your body and it's going for your neck, Silk, and you kind of like start twacking at it, and while its claws digging into your skin hurts, it is unable to wrap itself around your neck. It is going to try again, but this time it'll be at a much lower rate. That is going to be a 13, so that's a miss again.
Yeah, fuck no.
So it moved, it attacked, and it tried to grab twice. At its turn, Alrik! Oh god, a hand is crawling up Silk! Oh my god!
Oh no. I think they're probably going to start with a courageous anthem.
Okay, by lute or by whistle?
Lute.
Okay, Alrik, your heroic strumming echoes through the terrible, terrible acoustics of this grim cathedral. What now?
Schwack. at the one that's on Silk right now.
Okay, smack at it. Go for it.
Okay. 16.
That is a hit. Roll me that damage.
18.
Alrik, how the fuck do you destroy this hand that is crawling up the Silk's neck?
Oh my god.
Jesus.
I think so. You know how when you see like almost like when you see like a bug lurching.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how they like rear back.
Mm-hmm.
I think Alrik sees that it's rearing back a little bit and uses that opportunity to just smack it down towards the floor with his loot, and it makes a very unpleasant, probably splat noise. Yeah.
Yeah, the hand hits the floor and it twitches once before just going. I think it's not that it goes limp. I think it like crawls into rigor mortis immediately.
Oh lord.
It just up on the floor and it is gone. Nice work. You got one action left. The fuck do you do now?
What is worth one action right now? I don't know.
You could do a couple of things. You could recall knowledge on these crawling hands or the flicker wisps. You could reposition yourself to a better spot. You could try to seek or sense motive. You could attack Silk. You know, the options are endless.
You should attack Silk.
God.
Show him who's boss.
What the fuck?
I think Alrik might try recall knowledge.
Okay. Alrik, you take a look at these things. And with your bardic lore, you do know a little bit about crawling hands. You've heard their tales before.
Oh god, there are tales about these things.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, nothing huge. It's more like, once my grandma's hand came back.
Okay.
You know, that kind of shit, you know?
Alright.
So, the thing that it just tried there against Silk was bad. Because what it was trying to do was trying to choke him. And here's the thing that you may have forgotten. You need to say magic words to use magic. A crawling hand has the grip throat ability. If it grabs you, you need to spend an extra action to perform any action with the verbal trait. So it takes an action to speak. It takes 3 actions to cast a spell most of the time. That kind of stuff.
Oh god.
You do not want these things crawling up and grabbing your neck.
Okay.
So you know that. You're able to share that with the others. How you doing, Cap?
I think Alrik looks at Silk and says, maybe we should both back up.
Maybe you're right.
Silk, it's your turn. Well, that wasn't pleasant. Alrik just batted the hand off of you and then told you to back up. What's going on?
He's gonna back the fuck up. That's good advice. Silk is never ashamed to run away. It's gonna be... I'm gonna move like 20 feet backwards.
Okay.
And then Silk is gonna 2-action Force Barrage.
Okay, go for it. On that little crawling hand that's crawling out towards you?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I'll
hit me
do
with
it
that Force
that way.
Barrage.
Maybe I will in a second, you son of a bitch. I'm sorry.
That was very rude.
Very sorry. I love you very dearly.
That's gravitational pull, you dumb bitch.
Jesus Christ.
Lord almighty.
They're both purple.
Good god.
Sorry. Stupid.
Alright, that's 1 and 2, and that's gonna be 8 damage.
Okay, Silk, blasts of force shoot from your gun into this hand that is skittering along the floor towards you. As it is rushing, you are able to kind of like knock it off kilter for a second before it continues on the tile beneath it, still rushing you.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your turn?
Yes, I moved and cast a 2-action spell.
Okay, well, it is the crawling hand's turn, and like I said, so you're at 20 feet away. I'm very sorry to tell you, it has a speed of 30 feet. And it just gets up to you at 1 action. And this is like frighteningly fast, by the way. You are seeing a hand like just dragging itself at full speed towards you. And it's going to lunge at you with its palm. It kind of like, it doesn't climb up you, it like face hugger style leaps into the air at you.
Ugh.
And that is a 21 to hit.
Can I use Retributive Strike?
So with range reprisal, you can't... How far can you move with range reprisal? Is it a 5-foot step?
Oh.
You can still reduce the damage. Which you should.
Yeah.
But I don't think you'll be able to get into range to strike him.
Okay, because I was curious if I could use like a cantrip to do that or something. I don't know.
Unfortunately,
it's fine
not.
if not. Okay.
No,
that's fine.
unfortunately not.
Then I'm gonna use Retributive Strike to at least lower the damage.
Okay, how does this look? How do you lower the damage as this thing skirts past you towards Silk and you are rushing towards it?
I actually think that while it's rushing past him, he like kicks at a loose or like he stomps at a loose brick in the floor while it's running to push it off balance.
That's very cool. Yeah, okay. It's not able to get so just as it's rushing past Fiore, it goes to launch itself, but Fiore stomps it and makes it skitter a little bit, delaying its jump to an inopportune moment. So let's see how much damage that is. This will be minus 7 damage. 0 damage!
Yeah, baby! I love being friends with the paladin.
So it hits you, but it's unable to dig its claws into you. So it's just kind of on your shoulder or something, you know?
It smacked him.
But it is going to try to choke you.
Okay.
So that will be... Oh no!
Oh no.
That is a nat 20.
Oh no.
The crawling hand swings off your shoulder, around your neck, Silk, and clutches down. So you are now going to be affected by grip throat. You are grabbed, and you are going to, unfortunately, have an extra action if you want to use any verbal actions.
Okay.
Which means it is a single action to even speak right now. Because this thing is just squeezing your throat.
Jesus Christ.
Borbo's in your hat saying like, "No, Mr. Silk! You cannot let this thing win!"
Silk is like...
Next in the order is gonna be one of the flicker wisps. This flicker wisp, it's going to zip, 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 and it, like a tangle of glowing hair, it's gonna zip towards you, Alrik. And as it does, it is going to try to flicker at you. You need to make me a will save, please, as it flashes all sort of strange flitting lights at you.
Okay. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Oh, the bounce back. That's a 16.
That is unfortunately going to be a failure. Alrik, you are going to be confused for 1 round.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Okay. That's not good.
That's not good. That's bad, even. Next in the order is going to be another Flicker Wisp, which is going to, I think, just surge up to you as this one is kind of like flying circles around your head like a weird halo. It's just going to try to bite you. It shoots little zaps of electricity into you. That is a nat 20, I'm afraid.
Oh my god.
That's going to be 10 electric damage to you, Alrik, as this thing, you are stumbling around, barely able to see because of the weird flashing halo around your eyes. And then another one just shoots directly into your neck. How are you doing, Captain?
Bruh.
Well, circumstances could be better. You know? Yikes.
A little bit.
It's just gonna be rough.
It's gonna try bite you again. And that one's a miss. Thank God. And that is its turn. Fiore.
Hi.
So, one of the Flicker Wisps is circling Alrik, and if you don't do anything about that, he's gonna be confused.
Okay.
Meanwhile, to the south, the crawling hand is choking Silk. And if you don't do anything about that, Silk's gonna have a harder time spellcasting.
Fiore is going to go to attack the Flicker Wisps, I think, and while he's doing that, he's like, I'm gonna handle these guys, you help Silk, to Alrik, and I'm gonna attack. 24.
That is a hit. Roll me that damage.
12.
12 damage. Fiore, how'd you kill this thing?
I think that he mutters a prayer, and just slices through it.
Ooh.
I think he's moving. Like, I don't think he's stopping, because I'm gonna use the last action to continue moving to this one right here, I think. There's another, right?
Yeah, there's another one right next to you.
So I think that what happens is he's, like, charging, slices, and keeps charging.
Ooh. Yeah, Alrik, you are being completely blindsided by this weird flickering halo around your eyes, when all of a sudden there's a flash of sword, and suddenly, who's that rushing past you? Fiore is standing on the other side of you, and that thing is dead. You are no longer confused, because confusion is a nasty, nasty status. And these guys just give it out like it's nobody's business, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Thank goodness.
So you're good. It's the last Flicker Wisp's turn. It is going to surge towards you, Fiore.
Okay.
And I think it is going to bite you. It's going to use a strike. And that is a 14. You are being flanked because it rushed up behind you, but that's still going to be quite a severe miss. It's going to try to attack again. That is a 23. So that is going to be a hit just about because he's flanking you.
Okay.
And that is going to be 5 electric damage, Fiore. Unfortunately, the crawling hands are still coming. It is another crawling hand's turn now. It is going to spend one action running up to you, Alrik, and it grabs at your ankle. Oh, that is a 28 to hit.
Can I use Retributive Strike with the one where I move?
Yeah, the range reprisal. This time, yes, you would be within range. You would be able to smack him if you did that.
Okay. Can I do that?
Yeah, go for it.
28.
28? Yeah, dude, that's a fucking crit.
Yay! 18.
Fiore, you wipe it out. It is lunging towards Alric's ankle. How do you stop it?
I think he skewers it.
Ooh.
Damn.
Ooh. It impales itself on the tip of your scimitar before going limp. No, sorry, going rigid.
And then he lifts his sword and he sort of flicks it off.
Woof. Well, that's that one's turn. It is the last of the crawling hands. It's gonna just go for you, man. It doesn't like you. You just killed its friend. They were in love.
Whoa.
And that is going to be a 17, which is a miss.
Let's get into that.
I don't think we shall. Next attack, it tries again. That is another miss. It's not able to do anything. It's gonna try one last time because it's a very stupid hand.
Stupid with love.
And that is a final miss. I think it's just grappling at your ankle as well, Fiore, but you kind of just kick it free. Alrik, it's your turn. There are 2 crawling hands left. One is choking the fuck out of Silk. The other is flailing miserably at Fiore's feet. What do you do?
I think Alrik is going to run 10 feet towards the hand and smack at it with the loot.
Okay, go for it.
24.
I mean, come on, man.
What do you mean, come on, man?
It's a hand. Do you think its AC is 14 or higher?
20 damage.
Dude, it had 10 HP.
Jesus.
Alrik, how do you fucking home run this thing? And keep your song going, no less.
I think Alrik just swats it away from Silk, maybe. Well, it's like choking them, right? It's like
it's going
them,
in
right?
its throat.
Huh. That's a little bit of a How do you
Max Silk in the face.
No, Alrik wouldn't do that.
I mean, you got a crit, so it can be badass as hell. It doesn't have to be probable.
True.
It's cool as hell is what you do.
Then I think Alrik uses the handle to puncture like a deep cut into it to make it release Silk.
Oh god, you know those little things, the things you use for tuning? Oh my god, you pickaxe it with that.
Oh, yeah.
Or you toss your fucking loot into your hand and use it like a fucking pickaxe and stab into the little bastard. Holy shit, yeah, that kills it. Well done. And that keeps the courageous anthem going. Jesus.
Yep.
Do you have any actions left? Also, Silk, you're no longer grabbed. Say thank you.
He's catching his fucking breath. Give him a second.
I have one. I think I have one action because I moved and I swung. So
You could move to help flank with Fiore if you wanted.
I have enough space for that.
Oh yeah, there's like space here.
Okay, yeah, that's 25 technically, I guess.
Yeah, no, that would work. So Alrik, Silk, what you see is you're going, and then all of a sudden Alrik rushes up to you, throws his loot in the air, catches it, smacks this thing with the like tuning stick, nods at you, then rushes back to help Fiore.
I think he just has life flash before his eyes.
Are you doing well, Master Silk?
This is so dreadful.
This is the worst.
Oh god. I guess Silk gonna fucking stay where he is and shoot at the flicker wisp.
Mm-hmm. Is this now? Remember, you do notice from last time they're immune to magic, so keep that in mind. You can shoot it with your regular gun, though.
I do have bullets. I want a pistol twirl.
Okay, so what do you do? How are you? You're going for like the flicker wisp. How do you do this?
I think Silk takes a deep breath, pulls out his gun, and I think with one finger around the kind of... I have no idea what the parts of guns are called, but where the trigger is, that little loop where that is, I think that he spins the gun around his finger to, kind of look at me. Look over here.
I think it will look at you. Make me a deception check to feint at a range, right?
That's an 18.
That is just a success.
Fuck yeah.
So that's gonna leave him off guard, right?
Yes, he is off guard.
Okay, off guard. So you flick your pistols around, and just like these guys were kind of fascinating Alrik moments ago, now it is a little fascinated by you. And it's gonna come closer, but not before you psych him out. You have 2 actions left. What do you do?
I shoot it twice.
Bang, bang. Go for it. Well, you're gonna need to reload, so...
That's true. I shoot, and then I reload. 25.
That's actually gonna be a crit.
Fuck yes, it is.
Oh
All right,
god.
if it's a crit, it's gonna be 21 damage.
Dude, what the fuck, man? It had 8. You kill it. You killed the hell out of it. It was at full HP, it is now at less than 0 HP. Silk, how does this look? You fucking pistol trick his ass and then you kill it badly. What happens?
He revolver ocelots him so hard that he dies forever. I think, yeah, Silk shoots through this thing, and you ever seen like a car in movies drive through like a plume of smoke?
Mm-hmm.
That's the bullet through this thing.
Hot.
Oh my god, that's really fucking cool. Okay, Silk, with a bang, the flicker wisp dissipates into strands of light, leaving only one of these monstrosities left. You have 1 action left.
I don't. I reloaded.
Oh, you reloaded. Okay, cool. Well, the flicker wisp is, well, the one that was next in initiative is the one you just killed. So, Fiore, it is your turn. 1 flicker wisp remains as you stand in the remains of the other. It shimmers around, getting ready to shoot electricity back into Alrik and you. What do?
I'm going to attack it.
Oh, there's also 1 crawling hand. Jesus
Fuck you.
Christ. Not 20.
Oh my god.
The critical hit for slashing is severed tendon. Until healed, the target is clumsy 1 and takes a -5 foot status penalty to land speed. which I don't think does anything. 'Cause it's not on
doesn't
land.
have it, but it is clumsy, which reduces its AC. Not that it matters. This thing has like 18 HP. I have a feeling you're gonna fucking stunt on his ass.
18.
No fucking shot. Yep. Well, I mean, yeah, you kill it. Fiore, how do you kill it?
He, I think he's watching while it's, like, spinning, and I think... Or not spinning, like,
Yeah.
flittering in the air. And I think that he catches the exact pattern. And I like to think that Saren Ray's fighting style, the followers, Saren Ray's followers, the fighting style is more like a dance than anything. So I think that he catches the exact pattern and uses and sort of follows it to slice it in half long ways.
So fucking cool. Right, yeah, no, I mean, you fucking rip this thing to shreds, and it is gone. There is one final creature left, the crawling hand at Alrik's feet.
I kill it.
Now is a good time to remind you that scimitars have the forceful trait and the sweep trait. Sweep weapons, when you attack someone and then attack a second person in that turn, you have a +1 to your attack roll. And forceful does extra damage when you attack someone else in the same turn. Basically, scimitars are really good at attacking multiple people in the same turn.
19.
I mean, yeah, oh my... A 19 is a hit. It is, in fact, a crit because it's off guard.
Oh. Well, then that would be higher.
That'd be quite a bit higher, yeah. That'd be 32 damage. Hey, just so you know, this thing has 18 HP. Fiore, how do you destroy both? Because this is the same sweeping motion, right?
I think that, using, like, the momentum from the, slash that he already was, he, sort of, when you, wind your arms around, I think that he just goes over and slices while his arm goes under.
Jesus Christ.
Wow! And just like that, the final of the crawling hands and flicker wisps are dispelled like with seemingly no effort whatsoever, leaving all of you in the Temple of Nimbalot together. And combat's over. How are you guys doing?
Still fucking hates this place.
That entire combat took 42 seconds.
Wow. I love timing it.
It is pretty great. What do you guys do? What's the plan?
I think Silk walks properly back into the room, like, kind of... You know how, like, you rub a place when it kind of hurts? Like, he's, like, rubbing his neck a little bit. He's like... What a bunch of brutish little creatures.
Yeah, they are.
Ugh.
Do you want me to lay on hands?
If you wouldn't mind, darling.
That's fine. 1 second. And he sort of gingerly places his hand on the back of Silk's neck, and he casts lay on hands.
He lays those hands on.
Like, I'm not gonna put it on the front.
I've had enough of that forever.
18 healings, Fiore.
Mm-hmm.
How are the rest of you looking? Alrik, you look pretty good. I think, like, you got a little bit, like, zapped at one point, but you're good.
Yeah, they're fine. 10 HP, it's okay.
I mean, you have potions if you need. You have, like, a fuck ton of potions.
He might take one, but that's it.
Okay, take a sippy.
Yay!
Ooh.
Only missing 4 HP now.
Yeah, you're doing great. And, Fiore, how are you doing?
Fiore is... I think he's fine. He'll probably use his other lay on, like, his other charge of lay on hands to heal himself the rest of the way, and then just pray to get those back.
Okay, so you guys are spending 20 minutes here in the shrine?
Yeah.
I think you probably do hide out away, because, like, you can every once in a while hear wandering monsters nearby. So you're like, let's, you know, maybe duck out away just a little bit so we're not immediately in sight.
They always find a little corner to sit in.
Yeah, you guys are fine. That being said, during those 20 minutes, you do get to look around at this terrible temple.
like I said, it almost looks like a swamp. Like it's almost styled to look like a swampy graveyard with like frescoes and carvings of screaming ghosts emerging along the walls towards a 7-fingered hand on the ceiling, and the altar is shaped like an eye in the middle of the room.
Oh.
This is indeed the shrine to Nimbalot, the outer god of despair, ghosts, and swamps, which Alrik and Silk, you two are very familiar with.
Charming art for a charming god.
Quite.
Ugly as all sin.
That could be said for most of this place.
Truly. You think there's other centers in this dungeon for Nimbalot?
It's possible.
I'd count on it.
If not anything like this, it probably at least smaller things.
Well, if we come across them, let's hope there's no more of those little rapscallions.
Well, they're not too hard to deal with. I'll handle it. Just stay behind me.
Not too difficult, but...
No, wait, I see what you did there. That was a good one. Alrik, did you hear that?
I'm glad you got it.
Handle?
Oh, okay.
Bobo does not understand this joke.
It's because
The
they're
word
like,
hand. The word hand is inside of handle, Bobo.
yeah. Like, I'll handle it.
He tilts his head.
Because they were hands.
This is very charming, very clever, Mr. Fiore.
Called a pun.
Pun?
Pun.
Oh, Master Volok did not like when I made the silly jokes.
Master Volok had a stick up his ass.
Yeah.
Did he?
Well,
Yes.
not literally.
Maybe literally.
Metaphorical,
that's-
maybe.
We never know.
That'd be painful.
And metaphorically, that's why it would hurt.
Yeah.
Well, where are we headed now?
More exploring.
I see 2 doors in this room.
There is indeed 2 doors, one to the right and one to the left.
There's a ways to go behind us from where we came in, but... Oh my god, wait. Silk, like, points back behind them, down the hall. Oh. That must be the wall.
Oh, right, for the relics, yeah.
Well, at least you know where to go deeper into the dungeon.
Well, from here, left or right?
Left, I suppose. We came from the right, technically.
You think it connects to...
Oh, wait, it definitely does.
You, upon looking at that door to the right, quickly realize that that is a door that leads into the infinite staircase trick.
Horrible.
The place where you encountered that horrible creature, the Void Glutton.
Yeah, we're not going that way.
Yeah, no,
Fiore's like, executive decision? No.
I'd rather die.
We are skipping over that entirely. I don't want to go anywhere near that place anymore.
Yeah.
So you're heading towards the western door?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, you creak the door open. And on the other side, you see another door.
Ugh, there's so many of these.
Who the fuck built... Let's take this in. It is a 6-foot long corridor that leads to only to another door. Who did this? Who did this?
Some crazy bitch.
Which one of you motherfuckers? Anyway.
Yours like, why do so many of these freaking doors do that?
Oh, Bobo knows this.
Oh, you do?
Does he?
Yes,
Why?
it is. Master Volok said it is to mess with the heads of the servants.
Ugh, I hate him.
The servants they wanted to mess with?
Yes, it is to remind us that we are lesser.
Well, you're not lesser. You're actually quite awesome.
But it does mess with my head, thus proving his hypothesis.
He's just being an asshole on purpose.
That is true. Also, it's just so annoying.
If it makes you feel any better, Borbo, it's messing with us too, and we're not servants.
True.
Oh, this is true. Bobo did not think of this.
I'm gonna open the next door, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Huh.
Oh,
Okay,
Lord.
guys, let's leave.
Uh,
There's like, bye.
Why are you blue?
Gods.
Why are you blue? You open the door, and standing literally in front of the door facing you is a woman.
No way.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is true.
Fuck.
It is a woman.
There is never anything unfortunate about a woman standing in front of me. He can get behind me.
I do have bad news, and it's that this particular woman, not only is it a woman, it's a goth. Dave just closed the door in her face again.
I wish that you could see the visual gag, because it's so funny.
Well, let me explain this. So the room that she is standing in, first of all, let's discuss that, because it is a torture chamber. Let's not get things twisted.
Okay.
It is a torture chamber. 3 5-foot square iron cages. The bars lined with spikes on the inside hang from chains in the middle of this room. Blood-crusted manacles dangle from chains on the west wall. A stout wooden table with more manacles anchored to it stands in the southwest corner, and on it sits a whip made of blood-red leather with a silver handle.
Red leather, yellow leather.
Red leather, yellow leather.
And there is indeed a woman here. And like I said, she is a goth, which is very scary.
It's so scary.
She is blue,
Dabba-dee-dabba-die.
covered in scars. Like hers, and all of her skin is scarified. She has no hair on her body, not even eyelashes or eyebrows. But there are like countless piercings along her brows, chains coming from her noses, and the clothes she wears themselves are literally just thousands and thousands of spiked chains. So I want all of you to immediately make me a recall knowledge check. Whatever you think she might be, try to figure out what she is. See if you know anything about what this lady is.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'm gonna go with occultism.
Okay.
You'd like to roll religion. Yours is probably better than mine.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll religion. Here we go.
Okay. And Alrik, you can always, as always, Alrik, you can just roll Bardic Lore.
+1 better than my nature.
You have a feeling she's probably not a natural being, I'll give you that much.
Yeah, maybe.
All of you do know what this is. Some of you
Right.
little more than others.
Okay.
All of you know that she is a Velstrak.
Velstrak.
The search for ultimate sensation, true self-mutilation, is the horrifying preoccupation of the shadow-dwelling fiends known as Velstraks. They transcend their stoic detachment only when inflicting pain and terror upon their victims, practicing new forms of torture, or when turning their agonizing practices back on themselves. Velstraks consider themselves enlightened beings, transcending such limitations as morality or taboo, but their victims know them as emotionless tormentors who inflict sadistic suffering. One might say that they are somewhat pinheaded.
You could say that.
They're fucking Cenobites, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like, the box you opened it, I came, right?
I can.
These are torture demons. So not only is she a woman, not only is she goth, but she's also a sadist. This is the worst thing you guys have ever seen.
Someone's freaking out listening right now.
That's just simply false. What do you mean, someone who's listening? I'm freaking out.
We probably have one listener who's a real pervert.
Are you fucking
Real
evil?
pervert. I'm talking to you, listener, right in your ear.
Yeah, you
like
listener?
this?
Yeah, you like that, don't you, weird little freak?
You like that, don't you?
Okay, first of all, stop vindicating. Second of all, you cannot be oppressing our sapphic, kinky listener base. Okay, that's most of them.
Take the L, lesbian.
It's a lot of them.
We can't lose them.
Specifically, though, Fiore, you know more about what she is. You know that she is an evangelist.
Oh, the worst type of thing.
Oh god.
Evangelists are the unofficial ambassadors of the Velstraks. They roam the farthest reaches of the plains to spread the word of their kind's abhorrent belief in perfection through pain. They are therefore the most frequently encountered Velstrax in the universe and on, like, in our world, leading covens of hedonistic mortal flesh sculptors or serving as wardens of horrific dungeons, which, hey.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
This particular one looks up at you morosely.
Oh, shit.
And she stares at you. And Fiore?
Mm-hmm.
You have a feat that I'm going to make you use right now.
Okay.
You have Glad Hand.
Do I?
First impressions are your strong suit. When you meet someone in a casual or social situation, which I will allow this particular one to count as, you can immediately make a diplomacy check on that creature rather than needing to converse for a minute. Meaning, you walk through the door, you see her, you say, oh shit, and maybe if you say something funny enough or charming enough, she might not immediately rip your spine out of your throat.
Okay.
So, would you like to roll a diplomacy check? And if it doesn't pass her DC, which is relatively high, combat is going to immediately begin.
Okay.
We will be killed by a blue woman.
All I want to do is see...
Torn in 2 by a blue
By a blue
woman.
A blue woman. Yeah, okay, here.
Oh my fucking god. Dave, you
Oh my
rolled
God.
a 21.
Uh-huh.
Her will save is a plus 11. A plus 11 plus 10 is a 21. You just about are able to charm her.
I literally just used heroes. I literally just used heroes charming feat from Amori.
God.
What do you what do you say to her? How does this look?
Does he do the
I
fucking
think-
Miles Morales? Hey.
I think he opens the door, he freezes, and he goes, oh shit. And then he reaches out. He's like, hey. It's like reaching out for a fucking handshake, but completely. I need you to understand. This isn't happening because he thinks it should happen. This is happening because he panicked.
Oh, man.
Oh my god.
The evangelist looks you in the eye, Fiore. She looks down at your hand. She looks back up at you. And I think she exhales a little bit and she says, hey. And she shakes your hand.
Fiore, for a second, looks deeply confused that even worked.
And then she lets go of your hand and just kind of stalks away into the corner and looks a little... You know what she does? She kind of steps away from the doorway, back through the, like, crisscrossing torture chamber stuff, and she goes... What the hell do you guys do?
The fuck did you just do?
Are you okay?
Oh, little old me.
Yeah, you look stressed.
Well, I did briefly consider reaching into your mouth and pulling your spine out through your teeth. But then I figured, what's the point?
That would be gross. But, are you... Oh, like...
Mr. Fiore, perhaps we should not be trying to counsel the Velstrack.
Borbo says from Silk's shoulder.
Are you okay? Like, you seem upset?
Did something happen to you?
It's just that nothing really matters, so why should I even try attack you?
Well, I mean, we definitely don't need to fight, but... Did something happen to make you feel this way?
Oh, you know, just being trapped in a torture chamber with no one to torture for 500 years.
Have you been trapped here?
I mean, I can't leave. I'm bound here.
By, like, a contract?
Something to that effect. What's your name, immortal one?
Fiore.
Ah, Fiore. My name is Valgrist.
It's nice to meet you.
Who are the rest of you? She points at you, Alrik, and Silk.
Silk.
Alrik.
She looks at you weirdly, Alrik. She, squints at you. You smell off.
Alrik. I think Alrik smells his clothes for a second, what do you mean?
I can smell it inside of you.
What?
What?
I think maybe you've been in this room for too long.
No. She steps past you, Fiore, and she walks up to Alrik. She is, I will also add, 6'1".
Jesus.
Good lord.
Alright. Fiore is shorter than the rest of the party.
She looks into your eyes, Alrik, and she scowls and says, have you already encountered some of my kind?
What?
I only just realized I can't say recall.
Inside you, I can smell our vile disease. You've already been tortured by our sharpest and dirtiest of instruments, haven't you?
What?
I've never stepped foot in this place.
No, I can smell it. That aching song of tetanus inside you.
Fiore looks incredibly concerned. Not mad, but incredibly concerned.
Would you like to step away?
Alrik, do you want to make a bardic lore check?
Okay.
Alrik, I think it clicks in your head immediately. Oh shit. She has some sort of magic tetanus, and you've been vaccinated against tetanus.
Son of a bitch.
I thought something serious was going on. I was like, whoa, Alrik, what do you have to tell us?
She smells the vaccine in your blood, Alrik.
No, that could be something else, they say now very awkwardly, knowing what it is.
She stares and then exhales and says, well, then giving it to you won't be fun, so what's even the point? She goes back and sulks in the corner again.
Okay.
Wow. Miss, I really think you need a change of scenery.
What I need is torture.
There's tons of schmucks in this dungeon, it seems. Why don't you go find a ghoul or something?
Why don't I go find a ghoul? Because it's a fucking ghoul. You think they don't...
Bleeds all the same. Are you picky?
Yes, I am picky, actually. I like it when the things I prick actually feel pain.
I'm pretty sure ghouls can feel pain.
Not the way I like it. She folds her arms.
You're weird.
You need to stop aggravating her.
It doesn't matter, because even if I kill and torture you, that bastard wizard will just come and take you away as well.
Excuse me?
The wizard? Vol?
Yes. Azinray.
Azinray comes down here and he takes the dead?
No, he doesn't take the dead. You have to understand, Elf. I've been in this torture chamber with no one to torture for 500 years. And then, out of nowhere, a few months ago, comes in and he drops a plump little boy in my dungeon and tells me to begin my work. And everything's going swimmingly. And 2 weeks ago, comes in and he says, don't need to do it anymore. and he takes him away. So, like, what the hell, man?
But was that boy a dwarf?
Yes, I think so. I only got to work on him for 4 months. Do you understand how enraging that is?
4 months?
I suppose I could see your point of view?
I was only laying the groundwork at that point.
Is torture that much of an art?
It is literally the entire reason of my being.
Okay, that's fair. I understand why you would be upset about that, I guess.
Valgrist kind of like, she just kind of slumps a little bit. And she says, "It's whatever. I don't care. It's fine, I guess."
I guess. Well, if you're just going to move here, can you tell us if you took him anywhere?
I don't know. He said he needed him for a project.
Project? He must be using him for something.
Did he have you... Okay, so you had to torture this guy for a few months, right?
That's right. I was still getting tears out. Do you understand how rare that is? Months in and there's still tears? That's amazing.
Fiore's like... Fiore, who doesn't like hurting anybody, unless he has to, is like... So... Did he give you a reason for the torture? Like, I know that that's your whole...
He
like,
said
just
it was something about the preparations for the anniversary.
The anniversary of...
Belcora?
Yeah.
I don't know. You think they'd tell me anything? He says, "Here, take the little dwarven boy and make him sob." And then instead of letting me break him and make him into something new, he's like, "Okay, you're done now. We need him for the ritual."
The ritual.
Ritual.
Okay.
And that's...
Great. Do you have any idea where the dwarven guy might have been taken?
Somewhere else here in this floor. I doubt they took him underneath. They didn't exactly give me time to even make him into an undead creature. That's so frustrating. She's just rubbing her temples.
You'd like doing that?
You're mad at this guy. At not the dwarf, at Bullock, right?
Yes, I am upset with him.
We'll go handle him.
She tilts her head.
I mean, you like torture and revenge and all the violent stuff. He is such like a golden retriever-y guy. He looks so deeply uncomfortable talking about. He looks like he's like really trying here. He's like, if you know anything about him that could be used against him, if you want, you don't have to.
I think he's an elf.
Thank you so much.
He's definitely a wizard.
Even better. Got any more?
Do you know anything about what kind of magic he focuses on?
Evil magic?
I don't think we're getting anywhere with this, Fiore.
It's good enough for me. Do you know which direction that he went? Was it out of this door?
She gestures to the south and says, "Over there."
Oh, how long ago did he take him?
About 2 weeks. Do you guys want to make a quick society check? Or Alrik, in your case, bardic lore check?
Yes.
Oh, okay, Alrik, immediately you put 2 + 2 + 2 + 2 together.
God. Okay.
Hey, Alrik. An anniversary that happened 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
The 500th anniversary of Belcora's death. You know, during the Founders Festival?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Alrik, what happened at the end of that day?
The tower and the graveyard and the...
Hey, Alrik, you get the feeling something bad might have happened.
Alrik audibly groans from behind Fiore. Graveyard. Founders Festival.
Oh my god!
Otari wasn't able to tell us exactly the time frame in which he saw that boy. So then he could have... I imagine a ritual like that requires quite a lot.
We need to bring him
Poor
home.
woman.
Even if there's not much left, we need to bring what we can home.
Right.
If you're looking for the way out, there is a shortcut.
Oh,
But you must be careful. The beasts lie within.
oh great.
And she gestures to a wall to the south. She says, come this way, one of you. She seems to be smiling slightly. The idea of you guys getting revenge for her and maybe bringing back her favorite little torture victim.
That one is definitely not happening, but
Yeah, but she thinks it might be. She thinks it might be. Who wants to take her hand? Who wants to take her fucking hand?
I think Fiore's not gonna let that happen to the others. He's like, okay. And he does it without letting them even try.
Well, Fiore, she takes her hand and she pauses briefly and says, you have very soft skin.
I use lotion.
What kind?
It's like a fancy kind from Absalom. It was a gift from my parents.
I'll keep it in mind. And then she brings your hand to a little indent in the wall, pushes it in, and the door slides open. Secret door.
Oh. Well, Alrik, you can't be the only one finding secret doors.
Apparently so.
So, she steps back and says, good luck with Master Azenray, but heed my words. You're going to want to be very quiet moving through here, because this is their domain.
Okay.
She takes a step back and she goes back to sulking in the corner.
Well, have a good day? Come on.
So, Alrik, Silk, and Fiore, do the three of you make your way into the cave on the other side of that secret door.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Time to fucking go.
Dice Will Roll will return after these messages. We now return to Dice Will Roll.
How are you all three of you doing as you make your way through?
Pretty good.
Sorry.
I'm trying to say this in a podcast-friendly way. Silk does not like the vibe.
Yeah? What's wrong?
Yeah. Not for him. The hands and the this and the chains and the...
Bro is not a masochist.
He's not.
He's not kinky at all.
He's not.
Vanilla sex under the covers in the dark, married.
Jumping on the bed.
like Mormon soaking?
Just like, yeah, exactly.
Oh, slay.
Oh, man.
How's Alrik doing? How did that little encounter make Alrik feel?
Tense. He thought that there was a moment there. He was like, "This, what the fuck?" I know I'm adopted, but damn.
Good Christ.
So the next room, before you go any deeper, it is a rough-hewn cavern, and it is strewn with bones and scraps of metal cloth, and there is a very intense smell coming from within.
Oh, goody.
You were warned to be careful and quiet moving through here, implying that there might be something you don't want to fight. Or maybe you do fight it, who's to say? But certainly she was implying that it would be a nasty time.
Mm-hmm.
But Fiore is walking in with his torch glimmering in the pitch darkness. The winding tunnel is moving to the south. What's the plan?
I think before they get too far in. Like, just far enough that they're not, like, actively, next to her or anything. I think he stops them. He's like, okay, we should be quiet. I can lead. But this is probably going to be dangerous. So, if you feel like you're in any danger, just stay behind me, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I do my best. If we need to talk, we should whisper.
Far ahead of you.
Alright.
Are you doing anything with the torch, or are you just popping in?
Well, I can't exactly take it off, like turn it off, because the others can't see.
But the light does announce your presence.
I think Fiore stops and he's like, do either of you have a way to see in the dark?
I guess we could elephant chain again.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
No.
It's okay if not. I don't mind. It's just, it is something that will announce us. If you're okay with that, I have a sword. I will keep it out.
I don't have any way to see in the dark.
Stay armed then, okay?
Okay.
I don't want us to waste any time.
Right.
So Cox is gone.
He has his shield raised with one hand and his sword and his scimitar unsheathed with the other.
Okay. Do you guys continue moving through this bony ruin?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
You make your way through. And as you do, you see a very familiar face in the darkness. Fiore, you have frozen in place and you are staring at it. And I think, unfortunately, it probably sees you, and there is a moment where it has gone completely silent and is staring at you as well. Fiore, what do you do? As you see it, the others can't see it. There's a shape in the darkness. You see it, though, and it sees you.
It's a Scalathrax. Was it the thing from the graveyard?
Yeah. Fiore, what you see in the darkness is the very same creature that you saw or in the graveyard outside Atari. The one that appeared out of thin air in the light of the gauntlet.
We're so cooked.
This awful, spiky crab monster.
Alrik is not happy.
I can make it worse. I can make it worse.
Make it worse.
Don't.
So
Would you like me to make it worse?
Why would you make it
No.
worse?
There's a sudden movement as something enters the light. A second Scalathrax moves into the darkness.
You fucking cunt. I hate you so much.
And it sees you, and you all lock eyes, and it lets it up. And everyone, you're rolling initiative right now.
Okay.
I don't wanna.
You god, I'm afraid.
I don't wanna.
I don't wanna.
So, top of the order is gonna be the Scalathrax that just surged into the light. I think what happened is that it snuck too close without you guys seeing it. You were so focused on the one further away that you did not see the closer one surging forth, and it has a nat 20 to its initiative. And it's going to start by moving 10 feet towards you all, and you're all still in the tunnel at this point. It's going to use its last two actions to spray toxic oil over you all. I need all of you to make me a reflex save as it sprays this oil at you all in the face.
25.
That's a success.
16, goddamn.
Failure.
16 also.
Failure. So, Fiore, you're going to take 1d8 poison damage, but the rest of you, you're going to take 2d8 poison damage, and you're going to have weakness 5 to fire, as it sprays flammable toxic poison all over you. On top of that, if you ever crit fail with an attack roll with a wielded weapon, you will drop the weapon. This is the damage, everyone. It'll be 10 damage. So Alrik and Silk, you two both take 10 damage. Fiore, you take 5 damage. And that is going to be its turn. Next in the order is going to be the other Scalatrax, which is at a hissing. Oh?
Come on, why?
This is so unfair.
Fortunately, bad things are happening. What it's going to do is maybe worse. It disappears into the darkness.
Fuck off.
Oh, come on.
You can no longer see it. You don't know where it went. Which I assume is bad news for you all.
It's actually great news. I don't have to look at it.
Alrik, it is your turn. There is one Scalatrax in front of you, kind of bottlenecking the tight cave you're in. It's in a bigger part of the cave, but it sees this tunnel you're in, and it's come into the tunnel. What do you do?
I suppose Courageous Anthem.
Okay.
Be brave. There's a scary crab spider thing.
Are you whistling or are you strumming?
Whistling.
Good call. Stay the fuck away from it.
Yeah, oh no, Alrik knows. Alrik remembers. They're gonna attack with their bow.
That's a 19. That's a hit. Roll me that damage.
Yeah. Okay.
12 damage. Alrik, the bow pierces into this a soft spot in the Scalatrax's armor, and it lets out a shriek and it stumbles back before it starts skittering again, and it cries out in common once more.
Come closer. We're hungry.
Gross.
Yeah, hold on, more reason for me not to come any closer. And they try again.
Go for it.
19.
That is a hit again. Roll me that damage.
14.
Nice. You shoot into it again, and you can see it is stumbling back. Already badly injured. All things considered, Alrik, you realize, hey, you've gotten pretty good at this in the last 2 weeks.
Huh.
Turns out practice makes perfect, and after killing so many weird little monsters, you're doing okay.
Improvement over 2 weeks. Hang on, it's only been 2 weeks.
Fiore, it is your turn. Alrik just had to rush it. Alrik just shot some times at this creature, and that's great. You don't know where the other one went. What do you do?
Awesome. It said something like, "Come closer, we want to eat you," right?
Yeah.
And Alrik said, "No thanks."
Mm-hmm.
Fiore says, "I'll take you up," and he goes charging to attack.
Oh shit.
Okay, go for it.
32.
Holy shit, that's a crit. Fiore, what the fuck? How do you roll me that damage?
24.
Fiore?
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck do you kill this thing?
I think Fiore, who, I think he's a pretty quick learner, is the thing. I think he picked up the scimitar pretty quickly when he started learning to be a paladin. So I think that all he needed was one fight with these guys to know exactly where their weak spots were. So I think when they start threatening, Fiore just goes into "I can beat these guys" mode, and he just charges and goes for. I think crabs have a weak spot at their where their stomach / mouth are, and I think he it's because that's just it's where there isn't shell. So I think that he knows exactly where there isn't shell, and he just stabs straight into it there.
The Scalatrax lets out a quivering roar before it just dies under your blade.
Good God.
You have one action left. You don't know where it is.
He's already raising his shield, right?
Well, your shield drops at the end of your turn.
No, then he's going to use his last action to raise a shield.
Okay. Silk, it's your turn. Fiore just dealt with that one really fast.
Yeah, holy shit. Well, I guess he's got to move forward, huh? Silk has to be able to see this thing. Or at least try to. I don't think he's gonna be able to see from the fucking hallway, so he's gonna move forward. Can I try to perceive with my little special elf eyes?
Make me a perception check, please.
My beautiful blue shiners.
Silk, you look around, and even though Fiore's light is not it is illuminating the whole room, you should be able to see it. But you don't see it until you look up.
Oh.
It's on the ceiling. It's climbing on the ceiling. It is climbing on the ceiling like a spider, and it looks at you and it shrieks, and if you hadn't found it, it would have jumped down and immediately drop spidered onto Fiore and got an awful sneak attack on him. One that Fiore might not have been able to survive easily.
Okay.
You see it though, and you're able to interrupt it. You have one action left. What the fuck do you do?
I would like to head the apprentice.
Okay, shoot him.
28.
28 is a hit. Roll me that damage.
That'll be 10 damage.
Bomb. Silk, a shot of arcane energy shoots into this thing, and it lets out a grunt. And that's your turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's now the Scalatrax's turn, and it is going to drop on you, Fiore, but you are not going to be off guard against it. It drops down, and it stabs into you with one of its leg quills.
Okay.
And that is going to be a 30 to hit.
Okay, that does hit.
And that will be 10 damage.
10 damage?
As it stabs into you. And then it shrieks, and it is going to surge forward and bite at you again. And that is a 27 to hit.
That also hits.
You can shield block if you want to reduce this damage.
Yeah, I think I will shield block right now.
Okay. So shield block, you will reduce this incoming damage by your hardness, which is 5. So it tries to bite into you. You block with your shield a little bit. That is going to be 16 damage minus 5. That is 11 damage, but your shield is going to take some of that damage too.
Okay.
It is then piercing into you. That's going to be 11 damage to you total. And on top of that, I need you to make me a fortitude save as you feel an awful energy pushing into you.
Okay. 21.
Oof, that's just a save, man. That could have been real bad for you.
Epic.
Alrik, it is your turn. Gosh. You can't really see it from where you are, but you hear the Scalatrax groaning and grunting. What do?
They are going to move forward. I can see it. Oh, Lord. Oh, it's very close.
Nasty little thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
You do have another ranged weapon you can use. You would need to take an action to switch weapons, but you could take one out, put one away, and take out your crossbow.
Do I have any bolts for the crossbow?
I'll say you bought some. I'm not gonna be an asshole.
Alright, then, yeah, they're gonna stow the longbow for right now in favor for the crossbow.
Okay. That you will be able to hit him because crossbows are good at hitting up to close range.
Mm-hmm. And they're going to attack.
Go for it.
18.
That is a hit. Roll me that damage.
13.
Yeah, holy shit. Another crossbow bolt. A crossbow bolt shoots from your weapon, plunging into its kind of fleshy underside, and it shrieks out in anger. And that is going to continue your courageous anthem, isn't it?
Yes.
And is that your turn?
Run up spot. Yep.
Okay, so courageous anthem is continuing. Fiore, it is your turn. You are feeling très bon. And by très bon, I mean scared as fuck because there is a Scalatrax trying to eat you. It roars in your face and says, "You shouldn't have come here into the den of the beast, boy."
Insert cool one-liner here.
We'll insert one later for you, boy.
Oh no, I think it's even funnier
that's
if
funnier.
you just
That's even
leave
funnier,
it
yeah,
alone.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 24?
24 is a hit. Roll me that damage.
11.
Very nice. Fiore, as you cut into it, you can see that this thing is barely holding on. It is near death. What do? You got 2 actions left.
I'll attack one more time.
Okay, go for it.
29.
Jesus fucking Christ, that's a crit.
Yeah. 26 damage.
Fiore, as this thing drops down, you block with your shield, and then as you kind of push back, you expose its soft underside and then cut it into it. It lets out a shriek as its inside spill into the floor before it drops twitching into a dead pile of bug.
Yeah.
Jesus. But you did it. You stopped it. You saved the day.
Is everyone okay?
Yes, you are quite talented at disposing of those things.
Well, I mean, they're like crabs.
Ew.
Do you have experience with the killing of crabs?
I mean, killing, no, but I've eaten a crab before.
This is bigger than regular crab, Bilbo thinks.
Yeah, but it's the same. It's the same idea.
Is it?
They've got weak spots.
I guess they're built similarly enough, right?
You just have to know where to look.
How's everyone holding up? No one took too much damage? Well, actually, Fiore took quite a beating.
Yeah, Fiore is the one.
Yeah.
Fiore's like, I need to heal.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, we can stop for a second. Just get our bearings.
I'd appreciate that.
Do you all want to take a 10-minute break, recover a little bit, maybe 20-minute even?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to try treat Fiore's wounds as he prays for himself? I know, Silk, you need to recover your focus points.
Silk will do the focus points. Alrik's the healer ask.
Yeah, Alrik will help Fiore treat his wounds.
Okay.
An aid and some potions.
Okay. Well, you can roll nature, I believe, to heal him, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, would you like to roll a nature check to try make him feel all better?
Nature. 30.
Alrik, that is a critical success, by the way. You healed the hell out of Fiore. That's going to be 48 plus 10 healing.
Okay. 23.
Okay, Fiore, that's 23 healing to you.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of it, you can use another lay on hands, Fiore, and bring yourself back up to max.
Yay.
So that's 20 minutes you've spent in here. Silk, you spent 10 minutes recovering your focus point, and then you just need to spend another 10 minutes doing anything in particular? Or are you just kind of chilling?
He files his nails.
And Alrik, do you do anything in the last 10 minutes while Fiore says a few prayers?
I think Alrik is probably looking around the room, maybe, if there's anything other than skeletons and skeletraxes.
Well, would you like to make me a perception check to investigate this place? Or you know what? I'd actually like you to make me a survival check.
Oh boy. Okay. Uh-oh.
Something strikes you as strange, Alrik, as you're investigating this place.
Uh-huh.
You find, after some rooting around, what you would appear to be... what kind of appear to be the nests of these creatures.
Mm-hmm.
But what strikes you as odd is that there seems to be tree nests.
What?
Not two. There's no other ones here. But at least at some point in the past, there were tree skeletraxes in this room. I wonder where the third went.
Hey, guys, remind me, what happened to the Skeletrax that... Fiore, you killed that one in the graveyard, right?
Yeah, he did, right?
Yeah, you did.
I killed that. Or I don't remember if it was me specifically, but...
Okay, yeah, there are 3 nests.
Oh, that's...
We killed 2. I want to assume that the 3rd one was the one that we encountered at the graveyard. But that's also me trying to be optimistic.
Okay.
Well, it is definitely distressing, Alrik, because if it was the one you saw in the graveyard, then that means that it was taken from this room and sent 20 minutes away to Otari from 4 floors down.
In thinking about this, Alrik is like, I could definitely be wrong. But I'm trying to hold on to hope.
You also remember... Well... To you, what it feels like is, oh god, maybe the Gauntlight can straight up just teleport any creature in the dungeon to anywhere the light can shine. This thing can move armies, maybe.
Wait. The painting of the many drawings of Absalom being raised.
Uh-oh.
Otari may have just been a test run.
Oh god.
Well, now it's confirmed, yay.
What the hell do you guys do now?
It doesn't look like there's treasure or anything?
Not that I saw, no, just the nest and the horrifying realization.
Great. Well, for reference, you're making the map, right, Silk?
Yes, of course.
This, and he sort of points towards, near the entrance that they just came from, there's another tunnel that goes out to the east, and he points and he says, that looks like it goes back out into the hall.
Oh. Well.
If we need to make a speedy escape.
Perfect.
Sounds wonderful.
It looks like there's like a little indent in the wall, which has the back half of a sarcophagus, which you reckon probably means that one of the sarcophaguses is a secret door. Yay, secret door!
Yay, secret tunnel. That's what she meant by the beasts.
They were beasts.
They really are. Alright, do you want to keep going?
Of course.
Yeah, let's keep going.
The tunnel continues scourging out to the side and to the bottom. And it leads to another secret door. You can tell it's a secret door because it's on the other side.
Ready?
With a click, it opens into what would appear to be a kitchen.
Oh.
A strange, squat cast iron stove with no chimney sits in the southwest corner of this room, while to the north a large oak table covered with cooking utensils sits against a wall. A skeletal body slumps at the base of the cupboard along the western wall.
Kitchen.
Somebody's in here.
Looks like it was a chef, judging by the rags left on his clothes. And the knife in his hand, caked in century-old blood, lets you know that perhaps the killer is also in this room, as it were. Hey, and real fast, Alrik, with your perception check,
Oh boy.
you find something else in this room.
Yippee, what do I find?
an empty glass of poison.
Oh.
In a kitchen.
That's not supposed to be here. This is poison.
Why would there... Oh.
I hate this place so much.
Oh, but Silk, you find something as you're kind of staring at him morosely. You see, in a wine bottle that's on the shelf, there's a note tucked into it.
Huh.
An envelope, perhaps.
He walks up to it and plucks it out, and he's like, "Don't mind if I do."
Well,
Who's that?
Who's that from?
Oh, our old friend.
It seems to be a letter from Dr. Zacchaeus Wimmerfor Slumberstone the Fifth.
Oh my god.
In the suicide chef room.
Oh, slay. Finally. Some good fucking food. Get it?
Well, we know our friend has been safely traveled through these parts, at least.
How is he doing that?
He's got mad crazy skills, I believe.
Oh, jeez.
Would you like to...
Of fucking course I'd like to read it. You don't have to ask me.
Dearest Teoletta and Charladora, have you noticed anything odd about that great central column? It is quite indestructible. How interesting. There is a deep magic at work here. I hope that Wolfman over on the east didn't give you any trouble. Oh, that is to say, I hope you didn't give him any trouble. Quite an angry fellow. I think he needs some fresh air. It is rather musty down here. And speaking of must, you simply must have a look at the arena below. It is straight out from the large stairwell. I'm sure you've already noticed the wall of specters that stops the living from going down, but if you're anything like your enterprising uncle, you will have a cloak of the dead on hand to help you sneak past. Quite expensive, of course, but it does allow magic that would seek out the living to pass you over. Quite ingenious, if I do say so myself. Now, you must keep an eye, as I said, on the arena down below. It is straight out from the large stairwell. Charlador, I am sure you will have a wonderful time. Perhaps you will already have taken care of those beasts in the secret chamber northwest of here. Rest assured, there are numerous monsters below, including many unfortunates who've undergone abhorrent changes. This place has seen better days. A number of abandoned living quarters are clustered together near the middle of the level below. One of them is not quite as abandoned as you might hope. It reminds me of old Granny Filona's cooking. I left something for you in the third bedroom counterclockwise from that one. Ever onward, your inquisitive uncle, Dr. Zacchaeus Wimmerfor Slumberstone the Fifth.
My.
Also present is a bottled sunlight bomb and a stone body mutagen.
Fuck yeah.
This dude rocks.
This dude is the best.
Fiore, after they read that, goes, I really want to meet this guy. Like, I thought maybe he just didn't get too far down. I really want to meet this guy.
I have a feeling we may be able to.
I hope so. Anybody who's able to get this far down in a dungeon like this is an impressive person.
Very impressive. And by himself, no less.
Leaving letters for his grandkids?
When do you think he has the time to write them?
Maybe, well, I mean, I guess if he's just going down and down and down and down, whenever he's resting, I guess?
I suppose. I do wonder how he's sustaining himself.
I mean, you can definitely survive in a dungeon.
Cooking monsters, perhaps?
I
saw that in a play once.
Oh, what was it called?
Dungeon Machine.
Oh, wow. Jesus Christ, sounds very interesting.
It's really original, babe. You come up with that?
All by myself, baby. Regardless, what's the plan now?
Ever onward, I guess. We can't be
in here for too long. And Silk tucks the note back where he found it.
Do you want to take any of these bombs? Potions?
Oh, yes. The spoils that he fucking leaves are all ours. Silk just wants to put the note back every time.
Okay.
I think Fiore, while they're doing that, I think he's gonna get when I think he's giving this body like last rites essentially, because he doesn't think anybody else would have.
Mm-hmm. Well, you start praying over the body. Alrik and Silk, do you want to split up? Who gets a mutagen? Who gets the bottled sunlight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Which one would you prefer?
There's 4 bombs and 4 mutagens.
I sort of don't want any of them.
Uh,
Neither are terribly my style. I guess I could take a bomb. Just to hold on to.
You can also take them to sell later.
Yeah, true. Silk takes a few, 2 bombs.
Okay, you take 2 of the bombs. Alrik, would you like any bombs or stone body mutagen?
Alrik will probably take the mutagen.
KK taking a mutagen?
Drinking this mutagen will basically give you like stony armor skin, which will reduce how much damage you take from like stuff. But in return, it'll make you slow and sluggish.
Make it slower, yeah.
Yeah. Pretty good to have, though.
And probably the bombs. Alrik is a ranged boy.
It's nice to have some bombs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know when you're going to come across a swarm.
You never know when you're gonna bomb someone.
You never know when you're going to need to liberate the North.
Good lord.
Every day.
Risky. That might need to be cut out.
No.
Anyway, would you like to move into the next room now?
Yeah.
Fiore, you finished blessing this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to move into the next room?
Yeah, Fiore will open the door. Oh, great.
Fuck's sake.
Good news! You find out what the chef did with the poison.
Wow.
A pair of brightly glowing chandeliers illuminate a long banquet table surrounded by luxurious, high-backed chairs. The table is still set as if for a grand meal, but some of the place settings are scattered and toppled, as are a few of the chairs. 4 skeletons in tattered finery are scattered about the room, some of them clutching their own necks.
Ah.
This is obviously quite bad.
Yeah.
It's not quite as bad as the other person in this room, though.
Okay.
What do you mean by that?
A man in a porcelain mask and green tattered robes stands on the other side of the room. Standing and watching you all kind of curiously. He is tall, slender, and like I said, wearing a beautiful ornate porcelain mask. He has a hood that goes over his head and robes that maybe once were ornate and fine. Not anymore. Borbo has gone completely still. The man speaks and says,
This is where she received the news.
The news?
That her keep was under attack. I was there with her as we dined with the representatives of a now extinct Absalomian Thieves Guild. People that she was courting as potential allies against the city. When word came that the Rose Guard was handily overcoming the keep's defenses, Melkora took no chances. She politely excused herself bade her guests finish their meal, and used magic to command her chef to poison them all and murder the other servants before taking his own life.
Oh.
It's quite shocking, isn't it? That someone could be so calculatedly cruel. But that was Lady Belcora. She was nothing if not brilliant.
You followed her?
Oh yes. She was an inspiration. I believe we should do some formal introductions, although I think we all know who we each other are.
Yes.
You're the Fogfen Few, Fiore Sunchaser, Alrik Revera, and Silk Witchhelm.
And you are Alrik, right?
The one and the same.
And I didn't think we'd be meeting over dinner.
As Volok moves, you notice that there is no upward or downward motion from his steps. It's more like he glides along on the spot. You can't see his legs moving because he's wearing like a robe that goes down to his feet. But he kind of paces, like you guys are all on one side of the table, he's on the other, and he's kind of like pacing around it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I must say, you're proving to be quite the thorn in my side.
I try.
You succeed. Most unpleasantly. What is it with you terrible, terrible adventurers coming in and trying to undo everything we've worked so hard for?
Well, adventurers have never taken lot of threats, have we?
You understand. We're protecting our home.
What are you doing in here?
I was waiting for you, Tree. Oh, you four.
The masked face turns to Borbo.
Silk has a hand in front of Borbo to fucking shield him. Borbo does not have to look at Volok.
Borbo has gone completely limp. Like, he's just a puppet right now.
Oh.
There's no life inside of him. He is completely...
Now that's most intriguing. You took the doll with you? Even repaired it and gave it legs. Not very well, but you did. That's curious. Why on earth did you do that?
Because clearly, I have much better vision when looking at him than you.
Clearly. You're more poetic than realistic. You didn't even use the good body. Well, good is an overstatement. Useless little piece of firewood one way or another.
He used a body suitable for him.
A body suitable for him would be the one pickling away in that jar.
That's long since been viable, thank you very much.
Now, we don't have to do anything further. But you,
and he points a finger at you, Alrik, and it is gloved.
You had better hand it over.
And why would I take a demand from you? Whatever I have is not yours to begin with.
Oh no, it definitely is not mine. But you took something from that ghost, didn't you? The blasted spirit of Atariel Vashtu.
More like it was freely given.
I have a feeling that you are going to be trying to test a hypothesis I have long held. But if my hypothesis is the same one, that uniting the relics of the Rose Guard would help you get past the Ghost Walk.
He pauses.
Perhaps we could make a deal, then.
No.
You have not heard my terms, and trust me, you will be most intrigued by them.
What could you possibly have?
I don't think I'd be interested in
The
anything
boy.
with...
Lazda Venkervale? I'm sure he's still sought after in town.
So what, then you took him as a bargaining chip?
No, of course not. I took him because he is remarkably resilient. And a soul as strong as his, it makes the perfect fuel for the Gauntlight's beam.
Or using him as the light.
Well done, Master Rayfra. Exactly. I'm using him as the light. It is through his soul that the Gauntlight blares its accursed light. And I'm willing to give him to you, and throw away the power of the Gauntlet.
If
You bring me not only the relic you currently have, but all 4 of them.
what is it that you want down there?
It is of none of your concern.
It certainly is of our concern. No deal is to be made unless we know. Clearly you wouldn't be down here waiting for us if you didn't think we could get it for you. Clearly you can't go get it yourself. If we're to make a deal, then we are to be fully informed. Do you understand?
Volok turns and looks at you, Silk, and I think he kind of like scoffs and says,
You are not the one setting the rules here.
That being said, do you guys want to make me a perception check, please?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll make a...
Alrik and Fiore, both of you kind of jump a little bit. Why does he want all 4? Having just one would be enough to stop you guys from ever going down.
Mm-hmm.
But why would he need all 4 of them? Surely that seems more complicated and likely to blow up in his face.
Because he needs to go down himself.
Yes, but the undead can go down.
All right.
So why does he need them?
He needs to bring someone else down, maybe? Or out.
Who's to fucking say? That strikes you as really fucking strange.
Yeah.
all 4 relics.
Correct. If you give me all 4 relics, you can have your Lazda Venkervale boy back unharmed. Well, no further harmed than he currently is.
Why do you need all 4?
Again, it is of none of your concern. You should be gleeful to even have the chance to get the boy back. So, sure he was going to be learning great spells from a master wizard, someone he'd been communicating with through letters. Oh, Master Azenray, please teach me your ways. Master Azenray, I will go to the edge of town to meet you. Master Azenray, where are you taking me? It's a miracle he can even think after what we put him through with that Velstrak, but we needed him nice and prepared. And he's still able to talk. Isn't that wonderful? If you want him back, give me all 4.
Frankly, I don't need to deal with you to save him. I don't think you just want them. I think you need those relics. I don't know why, but I think you need our help.
He shivers a little bit. It's weird. He does a full body shiver from behind that weird porcelain mask.
You wouldn't be dealing with us unless you had to. I don't know why you need our help, but I won't give it to you. I wouldn't give you the satisfaction.
You're testing my patience.
You're testing mine.
Even after 500 years.
What do you mean?
All those books. All the things that you were trying to transcribe. I know why you need all four, but I want to ask you. What's behind that mask?
Why are you so hot?
He flinches badly. I'd mean, like, again, another full body shiver. But no, it's not a shiver, is it, Alrik? You know it's not. That's none of your concern, boy. Last chance.
Oh, you do not want me to, really? My last chance? You had your last chance many, many sentences ago. Your last chance with me was in not saying what the hell was going on with the boy. You want to dangle that in front of my face? Well, here's something I can dangle in front of yours.
And Volok Azenray snarls. Luna, why can't he use the ghost walk?
Mans is still alive as a worm that walks.
Holy shit!
And Volok Azenray shivers, no, squirms, as he takes his mask off. And you see that beneath it he is nothing but a wriggling, writhing swarm of worms, crawling in a human-like shape, with a human consciousness. But there's nothing of him left. Not anymore. Not really. Volok snarls. When a powerful spellcaster with a strong personality, a lust for life, and a remorselessly evil soul dies and is buried in a graveyard infused with eldritch magic, a strange phenomenon can occur. The decaying body fattens and instructs with the very worms that feast upon it. These grave worms thrive not only on the consumption of the spellcaster's dead flesh, but on their corrupt memories and magical power. The spellcaster's very soul is consumed in this vile process, only to be split apart into fragments that inhabit each of the individual worms. The result is a hideous hive mind of slithering life known as a worm that walks. A massive worm that clings to the vague shape of the body that granted it this new existence and can use the powers and magic the spellcaster had in life. A worm that walks retains memories of its life as a spellcaster before its death, but it is not undead. It is a hideous new form of undulant life. Volok Azenray was desperate when Belcora died. He knew that it would be a long time before she would rise again, but he was not willing to become undead himself. He could not bear the thought of his perfect soul being tainted by the power of void energy. He needed to retain complete control over his own existence. He could not succumb to dark thirsts or evil thoughts that were not his own. He needed to be fully in charge of himself. And he tried many ways. He experimented with soul puppets. He did try creating undead. But in the end, there was only one way to remain mortal and still live forever. And unfortunately, it meant sacrificing that beautiful body of his. All of that detailed in What the Worm Knows, one of the books you've encountered a couple of times now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
But there was a problem with that plan, one he didn't consider until it was too late. If he isn't undead, he can't get past the ghost walk. And
and he can't leave and go to the next floor. He trapped himself and was never able to go beneath to Belcora ever again. He had consigned himself to an eternity apart from his beloved mistress. I think all three of you put that together when the mask comes off and you see the writhing worms beneath. How are y'all doing real fast? Borbo, again, I think he lets out a and says nothing else.
Love him lots. Great day. Awesome.
Yeah?
Don't even know what to say.
Silk feels sick looking at them. I'll say that much.
How's Alrik?
Pretty stick to his stomach, but he's still holding Volok's gaze, I think.
There is no gaze, not really. There's no eyes. He's still staring at you. And he lets that porcelain mask fall to the floor with a clatter. Even apart from her, it doesn't matter. The plan has still been going along. Her contingency for should she be slain. 500 years. After her death, she would return. And so she has. Everything is in place for her grand return. And I made sure that the gauntlet was functional for her. Once she breaks free of the shackles keeping her down below, she'll be able to fire the gauntlet and bring ruin to Absalom. It would have been nice to see her before then. But if you won't bring me those relics, then I can be patient. What's another few months in 500 years? And Volok Azanray raises a hand, points it at you, and snarls. And you will all be coming up against the boss of this book, Volok Azanray, the mad apprentice of Belcora the sorceress. As he moves and kind of unfurls himself, arms moving in ways that are not possible unless you have no joints to constrain them. Single maggots flop to the floor as he surges, not walks, but surges forward, clambering onto the dinner table before you all, and standing above you with dark magic coming out from his hands. Volok Azanray prepares to kill you all, because he will not suffer another unruly group of idiot adventurers ruining the plans of his great mistress. Not today. Never again. This episode of Dice Will Roll would not have been possible without the support of our patrons. Y3A, Horror Fan, Lightning Scar, Dr. Caesar MD, A Potato, Derpy Gamer, Quinlan Boss, Princess Alavi, Emily is Gay, Dexton, Meow Mai, Abigail Wallet, Mike the Werewolf Teacher, Ashley, Actually a Bot, Violet, Kyle Damon, Sol Gris Lobo, Phoebe Jeebies, Daisy Gilliam, Lux Rexus, Tony Saunders, Mita,
Arave, Mottmallow. No funny name. Is everything alright? Okay. Varric Falcon, Luis Loza, Aries, Alexander Grizzle, May Cohen, Skyly, Genuine Tricked, Transgirl Trish, Bal Punyon, Matthew Wilson Krasovich, Tillen Shark, Glitch HD, Jonathan Love, G Barbera, Luke, Gideon, Simon Strange, Seth, Kira, Lichlope, Gizmo, Cass, Babel McElduff, Ava, Rem T. Bright, Lonesome Chunk, Steph, Sean C., Natasha Lumley, Rhiannon C., Ellie, Jenna Mitchell, Kane Kendrick, Sky Evangeline, Triceratops, Anna Maria, Jordan, Emily Laderna, John DeBoquarter, SXXX Seeker, and Dame Valley the Third. If you'd like to see what you can get for helping us keep it rolling, check out patreon.com/diceroll today. And remember to vote for us in the Crit Awards.